welcome to another edition of Judgment Day, where we gather the jury and read Reddit posts, season 1, all about the Am I the Asshole thread. So let's declare someone the asshole or not. Joining me once again, we got Logan, we got Raina, and we are rocking it here in the jury box.
Yeah, we are.
The jury box, because it looks like a box on the Zoom, so it's kind of like, oh, the jury box.
We're gonna find the verdict.
Alrighty, so are we ready for the thesis of this Reddit post?
Yes.
Am I the asshole for thinking it was okay to take off my clothes to go to sleep in a shared hotel room?
Oh my God. Okay, I'm ready.
Doesn't this just scream like awkwardness? Like it really does. No matter how
I want to hear their explanation because all right, let's do it.
So there's 4 people involved. I think we can just do the lead guy has a name. So let's go with Cody.
Jeremy.
Oh. How about Jeremy next time? We'll do Cody and we'll say Jeremy.
Cody works.
Cody, 22-year-old guy, went on a trip with 3 friends, a 24-year-old male, 24-year-old female, and a 22-year-old male. So it's 3 guys and a girl going on a trip. We got a hotel with 2 double beds. I shared a bed with one of the other guys, and the other guy shared a bed with the girl. We're all friends. None of us are romantically involved. It's our first trip, but it's the first trip of the 4 of us. Before Cody got into bed, Cody took off his clothes, but kept his underwear on. The guy I was sharing a bed with expressed some discomfort with that, so I put on some athletic shorts. He still expressed discomfort, so I put on a t-shirt. I went to bed and didn't think anything else of it. However, the next morning, after Cody came out of the shower, I see the other 3 friends were quiet when he got out of the shower. The guy told me it was weird I had taken off my clothes to sleep, and the girl said I had made her uncomfortable. I didn't see anything wrong with it. As soon as someone expressed discomfort, I put on my clothes. I explained that, and the girl said that I shouldn't have taken off my clothes to begin with. I explained it was a misunderstanding. Cody hasn't worn pajamas to sleep since he was 12, and he wasn't trying to be sexual. He didn't interpret this as sexual in any way. Cody apologized, but the female friend said it was best to do Cody's own thing today and give the other 3 some space after this incident. I understand that I would have been the asshole if I refused to put my clothes on, but I think this was a misunderstanding. And then kind of some edits, by the way. Was told to add that my guy friends wore undershirts and athletic shorts to sleep, and the girl in our friend group wore a sports bra and shorts. Another edit, I was wearing boxer briefs. My friends are American, but I'm Canadian. I don't know if that's a culture thing. And then another edit, for people implying that I've been creepy in the past, I've never had any issues with these friends, 2 of whom I've lived with for 2 years. Literally nothing else happened, which is why I'm so confused. If there were other key details, I would have included them, as this is a throwaway account, so he has nothing to hide. So that's the situation. He, I guess, got a little too eager to get into comfy clothes for sleep. I mean, I get where he's coming from. What do we think? What's our initial thoughts?
My first thought is that they're making him be fully dressed to go to sleep. I mean, I bought my first, I don't know if this is normal. I bought my first real pair of like summer pajamas this year. Like,
yeah.
Normally I just wear a t-shirt and shorts, or
Me too.
You know, I get hot and I take my bottoms off.
You do what? What? A woman undressing in the bedroom in the privacy of her own house?
Yeah, so I legit understand if people don't have actual pajamas. Like I have no idea if that's even normal. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I own any matching sets. It's literally like t-shirt, sweatshirt, or some kind of sweatpants that I found somewhere. If that. But
here's what kind of like, you'd think that like what had happened. The friends' reactions makes it seem like Cody went buck naked, swung his dick around like a helicopter circle, like exposed his asshole, and then like refused to not sleep naked. Like, and I don't mean to be that graphic, but like the way that they're reacting is they're scarred and they're
you can't hang out with us the next day kind of deal. That's the weird part.
It's like they're like traumatized.
Yeah.
they can't be as good of friends as they say they are.
Well, he said he lived with two of them for I don't know how many years, but how do you live with someone? Because I know, when you wake up, you don't immediately put on like normal clothes to walk outside of your bedroom. Like sometimes you just walk outside in like your shorts or whatever you wore to sleep. So I can't imagine that his two friends that he lived with hadn't seen, him shirtless ever.
And these are boxer briefs. I mean, regular boxers, that's like, I understand. You don't know what's going on in there, what might be popping out. But boxer briefs are actually...
They're like shorts.
Classy. Yeah, they're actually
they're a classy pair of underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I honestly can't remember the last time I've shared a bed with someone. I purposely go out of my way not. No, but like seriously, like if I go on vacation, I'm like, I will sleep on the floor. I will sleep on the couch with the terrible cushions. I will sleep in the third bottom floor basement. I like the idea of just being alone. But even that being said, like I'm in like a shared space. Like I don't think I would feel comfortable being like, whoosh, and there's the underwear. I think I've always, especially if like I've shared a hotel room with one or two people, even if I'm in my own bed on the floor, like I'm having the shorts on. It is like an unspoken kind of manner.
I do get that, but there's so many different families that have different levels of comfortability, like when it comes to their bodies and stuff. Like some families will openly, change in front of each other and they're like, there's nothing wrong with that. Other families, you do it behind closed doors. That's just you and your personal business. So maybe Cody's like, hey, like my family always walked around like no shirts, boxers, whatever, just be comfortable. Also, the woman in the story was only in a sports bra. Isn't that kind of similar to sleeping shorts and no shirt?
Yeah, I mean, what's so weird is this whole concept of like sharing a bed. I don't know. I don't know. This is, maybe it's because she's a girl. Does she get a pass on this? Do the guys don't care? But it's like, oh, I'm sharing a bed with a guy and I don't want this guy in his underwear. But maybe then even then,
got some issues that he needs to address.
But then the other two were they're all upset. They were all upset, which is what's weird. So are we ready to cast some judgment? You guys both look so unsure at this one.
Can we hear what people thought about it first? Is that possible?
I like to save that for last because I don't want that to influence. I want this jury pure.
Love the influence.
I wish to be influenced on my judgments. Nobody make me
a jury member. I never need to be a jury member.
I can go first. You want me to go first?
Wait, before you do.
Oh, yes, Raina, please.
I just wonder how important it is or how we should factor in consent might not be the right word, but how much you factor in how much like someone else will be bothered by something. Is this a situation where he should have warned everybody or somebody should have said, hey, the girls like, hey, I don't usually share a room with three dudes. If you guys wouldn't mind putting on some basketball shorts, I'd really appreciate that. Like, is that something that should have been discussed, or you know what I'm saying? I've slept I've slept in rooms with guys that I didn't have a problem with, but
you're like the panty police. You're like, is that underwear? Not in my hotel room.
Yeah, personally, I care about what I'm wearing. I don't think about what other people are wearing. But if that's something that I'm legit concerned about, whose responsibility is it somebody's responsibility to say, hey, this is what I want? Or is it someone's responsibility to say, is it Cody's responsibility to say, hey, this is what I'm doing? You guys have a problem with it? Like, that's where I'm hung up.
And you know what? Let me answer that kind of in my response to this. Yeah. So this is my judgment. I don't think it was a conscious decision. I think he was just getting ready for bed, and that's how he gets ready for bed. I don't think there was any motive of like, it's going to be really fun on this friends trip if I just strip down to my boxer briefs in front of them and jump into bed. And he did quickly be like, oh, you know what? Maybe I'll put on the shorts, I'll put on the t-shirt, and like problem solved. It wasn't like he was just naked and just chilling, he kind of rectified quickly. The reason that, I think if they had mentioned it and, they talked it out, then no assholes here. But the reason I'm going to say that he's not the asshole is because of their reactions. They are acting like a bunch of purity law enthusiasts from the 1800s by suggesting that, by momentarily going to the boxer briefs in the hotel room, that like they can't be around him. Like, he needs to like leave us alone for the day because we're so scarred and broken up and we'll never recover, and all we can think about is his ding-a-ling. Like, I don't understand that reaction. And so I think that reaction to me is the more assholey thing of this whole thing. That's why I got to go not the asshole, Cody. Although next time, Cody, put on the shorts.
I agree. I got to go not the asshole. Like you said, he was just getting ready for bed. If that's what he's used to. And again, he lived with two of the people that he was vacationing with. He probably thought that they knew what he wore, what he went to bed in. And so he was just getting ready for bed. Like he did every single night that he lived with them for however many years. And to be on vacation, did it say where they were vacationing at, or they were just taking a trip?
I don't think it's said. Just on a trip. It's our first trip with all four of them.
Okay.
So.
Regardless, being on vacation, being on a trip, and excluding one person because they did something that you didn't like. Excuse me, maybe you guys shouldn't have been on a vacation in the first place. Don't exclude somebody on your vacation. I say not the asshole.
Raina, do you have a judgment to cast?
I have two comments. He's Canadian, so by default, not the asshole.
Fair.
Very true. Very true.
But also, the first time traveling and doing stuff with friends is always a very like dicey situation, even though you know those people.
No, just traveling like ruins so many friendships.
Yeah, it really does. I mean, just a few weeks ago was my first time traveling with some of my best friends, and it was like a totally different experience, even though we were just, I go to these people's place for like cookouts and stuff, but traveling with them is like
a different beast.
It is.
I'll admit there's only a few people that like I could hang out with more than like 3-4 hours. Like some people you're like, okay, this has been great, but I need to like charge my batteries. And like it's not even no like shame, but like
it's that's like how it is. You live differently, you shout, like your bathing habits are different, your like itinerary stuff is different. It's all these different kinds of things. So it's rough.
When I vacation, I like to do things. I'm like, we are using the hotel room to sleep or to pregame. That is all we are doing in this hotel room. We are out seeing the place. And so I do not vacation well. People who are like, let's just relax. Let's put on TV Land and watch I Love Lucy in the hotel room. I'm like, no, we can do that at home.
TV Land. Oh my god.
I don't have cable, so I'm not watching at home, but
that is like the channel for hotels. That is too accurate.
Oh my gosh. So Raina, are you going out the asshole with Cody and his boxer briefs?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with not the asshole. Okay. But just, moving forward, maybe that's something for everyone to think about now,
have those conversations.
Good lessons for everybody.
I know. Well, are we ready for what the thread said?
Ready.
Ooh, I got a feeling where can I guess what the thread says?
Yeah, feel free.
I'm gonna guess the thread says he's an asshole.
Okay. Logan's eyes were like, what?
I'm ready. No, I kind of agree. Because I mean, it is a very abrupt thing to do, just start undressing to be like, all right, let's go. But I don't know.
The thread said, Cody, in the situation, everyone sucks here. So that's the fair. Top comment, ooh. Cody, you should have asked first, but did you? The next day was uncalled for after you did everything you could to make it right. The second top comment actually says, not the asshole. Your friends have some weird hangups. I can see how it would be weird with no conversation to strip down to your undies, but when someone expressed it and made them uncomfortable, you put shorts on and that wasn't enough. And did these people go to the beach and like, do they not go to the beach? And are they so offended they exclude you from the group for the whole day? The third comment, this is interesting. I feel like there's some context being left out here. They want to spend the day without you, even though you apologized and immediately corrected the behavior. Something else is going on here. Then the fourth comment, I got to read this one. Your friends are weird as F. LOL. So
LOL.
Yeah, it's very up in the air. I don't know. The friends ditching for the day, that really is the one that kind of.
It is like maybe there is something else going on there though.
Yeah.
Like, because it's from his point of view only. He said, "I did this," and then
he licked his lips as he took it off.
Bow, 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 bow.
Pony by Genuine playing in the background.
I've been really trying.
He's like, TV Land, everybody.
He's like, who wants to watch Golden Girls on TV Land? No, that's me. Well, another judgment has been cast. We did it, jury, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.
Judgment Day is a podcast by Starvolt Studios. Judgment Day is executively produced by Matt Rebar, Logan Molnar, and Raina Butel. For more awesome content, just go to starvoltstudios.com or on their Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter page.